DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, hope you're all well. It is Sunday afternoon. Well, it shouldn't be Sunday morning, I guess, if I am drinking a beer. It's around 5 p.m. And just came back from visiting my first son and his family and the grandkids. And yeah, so I mean, because we're going off to Canada later on this week, and just wanted to go and say hello, goodbye, so to say. Yeah, that was good. It was a fun little visit. Yeah. I was thinking about something the other day. It was one of my grandkids. We were talking about something. I don't even remember what it was. I think it was something about relative to his bed or something like that. And he's got a big boy's bed, so to say, you know. And I said, "Oh, I said that's perfect bed for Grandpa." And he says, "No, it's not for Grandpa." He says, "It's for children." And got me thinking, you know, like when do we stop being young and start being old? Or when do we ever? And I think you all know the answer to that is yes and no. It's a nice IPA. Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, our mind certainly does not want to age most of the time. And I say most of the time. But our body certainly does. And finally, you know, has our brain and basically is part of our body. Well, I was going to say it ages up there as well, doesn't it, at times? Yeah. I remember when I was just starting grade school. There was no kindergarten then, you know. This is like in the Stone Age, and realizing that my life was going to change. I remember that, and like I was like, you know, I wasn't 6 yet, and thinking like my life is going to change. Already thinking about uh, all that loss of freedom and realizing that life was going to start to have responsibilities. I think about that sometimes. I think like I was not 6 yet, and I was like going, was that an existential crisis already? That is amusing in a way, but and it isn't. It isn't. You know, life has certainly moved on. And when do you start feeling old? I think you start feeling old. I don't know if it's old or adult when all of a sudden you start realizing that you have to watch out for example, for your finances. For your finances, you don't have enough money, or you have to be careful. You got a budget and things like that. You know, all of a sudden it's like these adult things that you've heard others, and that you're not just playing grown up, but you actually are. That's kind of part of it sometimes, I guess so. And at the same time, I mean, one thing I do find is that, at least in the early years of YouTube, we had a lot of fun being kids again. Not many of us are doing that anymore, being silly in that way. But it was part of the whole thing, wasn't it? Yeah, those days, you know, of doing the not only tags, but actually it was kind of like collabs that people would do together. It actually did keep us young, didn't it? There was like, you know, a lot of singing and karaoke and stuff like that, but on the YouTube platform, it did help to keep us, somehow help to keep us young and imaginative and so on. When do you start feeling old? When health problems set in, I guess. I mean, your body will start to feel old. You can't like just go and do what you used to. So then your body's not following, or your brain and your body aren't in sync anymore. I guess that's one of the times. Yeah. And then again, is it necessary to be in sync? You know, if you got enough imagination and so on, you can keep on being young. You know, you can keep on doing things. You keep on reading. You can keep on having your own opinions. Yeah. I get back to the beginning of the story. You know, when my grandson was telling me it was only for kids, and I said to him, I said, "Yeah, but if Grandpa really wanted, would you let him sleep in it?" And he said, "Yes." So you know, even those beds for kids can be used for us old people. Wow, it's just an amusing little story, but you know, it's. I was listening to him, and I was like, it's just for kids. So he realizes, that he is a kid, and we are not, and that it changes things sometimes. He'll say that, if I ask, we're going to do something like that, and he'll say, well, I'm not an adult. He said it a couple times. So it's amusing. The perception. Anyway, that'll be about it for today, I guess. You guys have anything in that respect that you might want to add on to that? Just tell me about it. Okay, DC signing off. Take care, everybody. And, well, actually, in my case, the weekend's almost over. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.